Why, Adia, when did you return?
Hello, Mother?
What is it, child? You look troubled.
Oh, it's just... I've heard some things. About when Father and my master were young.
I see. I thought those rumors long buried.
Is it true what they say? That Father and my master dueled over you?
No, that is not the case. They're both poor with words. They merely let their blades do the talking.
For 3 days and nights?
I suppose it can't be helped that people thought it was a duel.
They said my master went to confess his love for you after he won.
They have that wrong too. I still remember the day he came to my village like it was yesterday. He walked up to my house and said, "You must marry the Templar." He let me win, the scoundrel. Oh, he looked furious. "You only have eyes for the Templar. It must be you who tells that stubborn fool."
Then, your heart was Father's from the beginning?
Yes. I had been infatuated with him since we were children. Soon after Sir Kami Izumi left the village, your father came. Then, he told me of his love. Ah, it was a joyous day. He and I were betrothed, and I moved to the city of Eternia. Sir Kami Izumi had already left on a journey to master the art of the sword. Oh, that upset your father greatly. He hoped for his blessing more than any others. It is thanks to your master that we survived the Great Plague. We would not be here if not for him. I am alive today only because Sir Kami Izumi stood by your father when he needed aid. The same Kami Izumi who instilled the way of the sword within you. You must always be grateful for the gifts he has given you, now and forevermore.
I know, Mother.
Commander? Commander Kint?
Einherja? You've changed. I suppose 15 years is a lifetime at your age.
Yet you've changed more than I, Commander. Those robes.
I am no commander. At least not now. Much has happened since last we met.
Ow, 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 ow!
Are you hurt, child?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Stranger. Where are you from?
I come from a faraway... Do I look so unusual?
No, there's this man who sends money for my treatments from someplace real far away. When I saw you, I thought, I wonder what he's like.
You don't say. Well, run along now.
All right, bye, Mr. Stranger.
Do you know that child?
No.
You defended her by defending this city.
Who? Me?
Yes, as commander, and I as a new trainee. We also had a medic in training in... Holly! Speak of the devil!
Einherja. And... is that you, Commander?
It's been some time, Holly.
What brings you here? I had heard you'd been sent to Kaldisla.
Oh, Victor called me back, so...
Victor? Holly, are you and he still...
Spare me. That was over 10 years ago. He said he needed me for an experiment involving white magic waves or some such.
Oh, I just assumed...
Enough about me. What's your excuse? You and your sisters were sent to Florum, last I heard.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I have a message I must convey to the Lord Marshal.
To the Templar?
mine here, ya?
Adia, what took you so long?
Hey! We can debate my punctuality later. Listen, tell your fool sister to stop aiming for the forehead when delivering messages by arrow.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Well, what do you want? And be quick about it. This is hostile territory for me, so...
Ah, yes. But before we get to that, I have a little test of skill for you.
A what?
Commander Kint, Holly, I would like to see if she has what it takes. Perhaps you might lend me a hand?
I suppose.
I can't say I follow, but it sounds entertaining enough.
What about my vote?
Think you're ready? Take this!
Well, now would be a good time to tell me what you want.
Adia, I would ask a favor. Now that you've proven you are up to the task.
Go on.
I've recently come upon some shocking information. 3 conspirators plotting to overthrow the duchy are set to gather in secret conference in the coming days.
Why are you telling this to me? You can take care of it yourself, Einherja.
One of these villains is a superior of mine. And 15 years ago, the other 2.
What? Are you certain?
I am ashamed to say the duchy is far more fragmented than you suspect, Adia. Ironically, one in your position may have more freedom to act than any of us, given the circumstances. The commander and I make for the Lord Marshal. I ask that you pluck these vipers' fangs.
Consider them plucked. Whatever their reasons, conspiracy and lies are a coward's tools.
Then the task is yours.
Right then. I should go and pass word of all this along to Victor.
I thank you.
Just as cold as before.
I commend you for making it this far. The final painting lies beyond this throne. I shall reveal it to you if you defeat me in battle.
You're referring to the angel painting.
Precisely. You know much that has yet to happen, my friends. The last test is a test of strength. I shall only reveal the painting to those whom I deem worthy. One might also say that there is no need for those who are unworthy to lay their eyes upon it. But be forewarned, I am a formidable foe. I trust you are well prepared. And who might you be?
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Archduke DeRosso. I am Victor Escourt of the Duchy's Council of 6.
Ah, the child prodigy. I believe we've met once before, though you may not recall it. So, what brings the brilliant young scholar whose findings saw Eternia become a land of life everlasting here? Surely not the architecture. This castle was built in a fit of boredom, and looks every bit the part. Just what is it you want, Mr. Court?
The life I have dedicated my own to saving will soon be snuffed out. I have tried the latest in medical technology, pioneered by my father in my own research. A forbidden art, concealed by the orthodoxy. I transmuted the waves emanating from the Earth crystal into healing energy. And yet... I even exhumed the vampire's crypt, buried deep beneath the head temple.
Did you now?
More than feel disappointed, I had to laugh at the crass handiwork I found within. The remains were a motley mix of bones so jumbled, I couldn't begin to say which beasts they were taken from. At the time, I dismissed the stories for a farce at the end of a senseless struggle for political power. But the paintings I saw while on the way up here have convinced me anew. Lord DeRosso, are you not privy to the secret of true life everlasting?
And if I were, what then, good doctor?
I would humbly ask for a sample of that immortal body.
Would you graft tissue grown from my flesh into her? Or perhaps create a new life altogether? I find you as frightening as you are pitiable. I am not unwilling to offer you a part of me to further your work. But I would first have you show me the true depths of your despair. Do battle alongside me. Cast your life into the crucible.
you're ready.
I am a man of my word. Behold, the final painting. What's wrong, Victor? You seem uninterested in viewing the next painting. But so be it. Here is what you sought. I doubt there has ever been a man who sought the secret of life so doggedly, while so dogged by despair. Consider this my gift to a man ever on the edge of hopelessness, whiling away his years in fruitless study. From a man no less hopeless, victim to an eternity of years fruitlessly whiled away.
I am eternally grateful, my lord.
The nature of my immortality is, for lack of a better word, occult. I know not what secrets your modern medicine can tease from this lock of hair, but you are welcome to try. One further thing. Should my gift prove the seed for some new life, I would ask you name the child Lilia.
Lilia, my lord?
Lilia DeRosso. It was my mother's name. May your work prove fruitful, Victor. Now, will the rest of you join me at the final painting?
Lord DeRosso's angel painting.
It's as he said. She looks just like Agnes.
You can say that again.
Yes, they could be twins. Is there really such a resemblance?
Did I speak thus in the previous world?
Oh, Lord DeRosso.
I seem to recall he did.
Well, no matter. The truth is, there is a striking resemblance.
Why choose such an inhospitable place, oh? I shall catch my death of cold.
I completely agree. Who schedules meetings down in a dungeon?
Easy, gentlemen. I thought it fitting. It's where we all started, eh? Besides, you've hardly suffered for hitching yourselves to my wagon 15 years past. Chairman Profiteur, you've amassed a fortune selling the orthodoxy treasures you looted. And Dr. Kada, your repertoire of medicinal preparations took a sharp jump that day. Am I wrong?
Well, no, I'll not deny that, but...
Then let's not quibble over the venue, Now, I ask something of you. Let's see it.
What is this? Did you not call us here to discuss plans for the next caper?
I considered it, sure. Security was lax at Orthodoxy headquarters, though. Nowadays, Eternian Central Command is iron tight. It would take a lot more than cover of night to slip in and empty the treasury vault now.
Bah, that pig-headed Templar. Well, what is it we're here to see then?
A new weapon that will deliver the duchy into our hands.
Oh?
Yes, the one that the good Dr. Kada has been working quite hard on. Explain to the chairman how your little toy works.
With pleasure. Now, this is an exceedingly simple explanation for you layman mind. This vial holds a highly concentrated culture of a certain pathogen.
A puzzle. What is it you say? It has quite the ominous ring to it.
A pathogen created by the union of the common cold with venom extracted from a hell viper.
And the vaccine. I trust it's made if you aim to use the stuff as a weapon.
But of course! I have both a prophylactic and a cure at the ready.
Excellent. I'll have that prophylactic now. My men will need it before we loose your creation on the duchy. Meanwhile, you two will start work on crafting large quantities of the cure outside Eternia.
Ha ha! say no more. Then we sell it at a lovely premium through the black market, yes?
No, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a coup. I need the forces and their leaders dead. Then, the chairman returns with a miraculous and completely free cure. You'll be Eternia's savior.
Me? The Duchy's savior? Yes, I like this plan.
And you, Doctor, would have your choice. The hero responsible for the wonder cure, or
the mad genius who created history's most diabolic weapon. How is a fellow to the side?
Shh! Someone's here.
Is that not the Templar's daughter? Why has she come here?
What if she heard us? Measures would have to be taken!
And who would find her here in an abandoned dungeon, deep underground? You're welcome.
Alright, time to muzzle the little pup.
What are you?
Let's start the show!
This has only begun!
What's wrong with you? Why would you suddenly attack us like that?
Considering the place and present company, I'd say they were up to no good.
I agree. 10 to 1, they're plotting one dark deed or another.
Let's teach them a well-deserved lesson.
No, please!
Ha! Much better. Let's go.
You're on the council. Help us! We were ambushed by the Wind Vestal. She...
I follow reports of a disturbance, and what do I find? But 3 wanted men tidily behind bars.
Wanted?
Red Mage, Fiora DeRosso, commander of the Blood Rose Legion, 3rd Division, Eternian Forces. The Orthodoxy's Florum office filed charges, and many within your own ranks are backing them up. Your secret lab in Florum was searched top to bottom, and I've had the pleasure of reading your Red Report.
It's a real page-turner, eh?
Imbecile! You left written evidence of your crime?
Erutus Profiteur, chairman of Camera and Profiteur Merchantry, 2nd Legion, Eternian Forces. Your charges come from Prime Minister Dominus Harina of Anchime. Quite the list, that. The investigation of your offices should be underway as we speak. Savmaker Kada of the Black Blades, I have a warrant for your arrest for disobeying orders, dereliction of duty, abuse of prisoners, and the manufacture of weapons of mass destruction. You 3 have ignored the Grand Marshal's orders and hatched your own schemes long enough.
No, wait! Chairman Profiteur blackmailed me. I owe him a small fortune, and he...
Ooh, me too! It's the truth! Have a look at these eyes! Do they seem capable of lying?
Why, you... This is slander most foul! I'll not even dignify them with a response! Alternus, my friend, could we not overlook these minor transgressions? Come now, name your price.
You 3 can entertain one another here until the Grand Marshal passes sentence. Don't expect leniency.
You came, and came a woman grown. You look nothing like the child I sent off to Keldisla.
Father?
You've flown far since leaving my side, guided by beliefs that are entirely your own. Proud is the father who sees his daughter grow so. And yet, no. The time for such words is past. And there is one other who has disobeyed my orders. Show yourself, Alternus.
Lord Marshal.
You insist on defending me despite my wishes. Are you my son, or a thorn in my side?
Your Lordship, you would call me your son?
You need to ask, after all these years. Help the boy, Adia.
That's right. After all these years.
I had not thought such simple words could bring such joy. Thank you.
Now, let us begin. My sacred sword, Alternus's blade of darkness. The contrast between black and white complements each other too well, my dear daughter.
Seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Master?
Oh, Butsuna. It's been too long.
Forgive my intrusion upon the family reunion. Might I join in the fun, Braev?
As you like. Your family as much as any other.
You honor me. Well, Lilia, may I?
Yes, please, Master.
Swordmaster Kami Izumi stands before you!
Now I'm serious! The crystal's blessing! Say goodbye!
I would expect no less from my daughter.
I'm your and Mother's daughter, Alternus' family, and Master Kami Izumi's disciple. A sister disciple to Einherja, and comrade of the Wind Vestal. I've learned so much from so many people. Their lessons have brought me so far. We've disagreed at times, even fought. But all those conflicting views are a part of me. They make me who I am. That's why...
No, you need say no more. Walk upon your own path, child. Do that, and you shall. You'll find the way.
I will, Father. I promise.
Lady Vestal, Tiz, and ring a bell. My son from another world. I place my daughter and the fate of our world in your hands.
You can count on us.
Huh? Where have Master Kami Izumi and Alternus gone?
Swordmaster! Where are you going?
The way of the sword runs far and deep, as do the journeys on which it takes me.
Please wait. I have a favor to ask of you. Will you hear it?
A favor? From you?
Seeing your fearsome skill firsthand has shown me just how much I've yet to learn. Should an assassin of your caliber ever strike at the Lord Marshal, I would be powerless. I desire the strength to defend his lordship from any who would bring him harm. Please, Master Kami Izumi, remain here in this land. Show me the way of the sword, as only you can teach it.
You're stronger than you think. A man defending what he holds dear is far more formidable than one who seeks to take it. You already have the strength you seek. If I came upon Braev with sword drawn, it would be a fierce fight with you at his side.
Master.
A sword to defend, not to take. Never ever forget that. If you'll excuse me. Farewell.
Thank you, Swordmaster. Your words will be forever etched in my mind.
Look! This crystal has also reverted.
Wait, something lurks nearby.
Another creature back from destruction!
Here they come!
awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts!
Of course.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! You did it! You awakened the crystal! That's all 4 of them now!
What is this light? The holy pillar?
It must be! Let us head there again, Agnes! This time, we must ensure we seal the Great Chasm and cleanse evil from the world!
Yes, I know. We cannot fail again.
How many times now have we seen this light? Where are Dats and Zats?
I had them take refuge in the hold. Okay, everyone. Don't forget to watch over me. This is going to work this time. You'll see.
Yes, of course.
Oh, wondrous and beautiful first light! My brooch awaits your divine radiance!
Let's keep watch.
What?
We should watch over Aerie.
Right.